Is anybody here? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat. You can hear me? Good. We'll go over this a couple times, I'm sure. I just got back from the Trump rally. It was something else. It was packed. I mean, I have no idea. You always hear about these estimates. There were people everywhere. And I picked up a buddy of mine and his wife and their son, and we went up to the Trump rally in Butler. It's only 15 minutes from here. And we were kind of late getting there. Not late. I picked them up at 3. So we were up there by 3:30. Took forever to get through security. I got all kind of people texting and calling. It took forever to get through security, and it was hot, and we made it in, and the place was just packed. Everybody was polite. It was setting up to be a really nice evening. And I've never been to anything like this before, and I figured it was this close to home. I just wanted to see, what it was like. And Trump was on stage for maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe 10 minutes, 15 tops. I don't even know. And we were straight out from President Trump, maybe 100 yards. And then off to my left, I heard 4 shots pretty quick, and then 2 more shots. And there was a little bit of chaos, obviously. And then I think there were more shots, but people were yelling. There's a bunch of commotion, and you just see everyone in the crowd get down. And I had in my head, I was just thinking of that Vegas thing. Remember several years ago? And I'm like, I didn't know if there's one person doing this or there's going to be 10. And so I told them, I'm like, let's start moving. Let's get out of here. And so we stayed down, we start moving. And by this time, I think they already had Trump off stage, and we started moving. And then all of a sudden you see all these other cops coming, and they start telling everyone they're evacuating everybody. But I will say something that was amazing. I mean, you're talking 50,000 people. I don't even know. And everyone left. We were parked a mile from the rally, and everybody was just orderly, helping other people. There's a bunch of old people there, making sure they're okay. There was no chaos. There was no pushing or shoving or screaming or panicking or anything like that. A lot of anger, actually, myself included. I think people were more angry. Yeah. Yep. It's just sickening. It is. Can't believe the first political rally I ever went to, 10 or 15 minutes from home. And there you go. I don't drink, but I bought me a fountain drink on the way home. Yeah, I'm going to try to read some of these comments. No, it is not just another day in the US of A. This is something that does not happen. I mean, when was the last time there was an attempt on a president or a candidate? It's not an everyday thing. Yeah, not cool at all. Sickening, actually. It was a nice evening. You guys probably know more than what I do because we were there. We tried to catch some news on the way home. Now, a buddy of mine said there was one person that was killed and one in critical condition. I don't know. The shots, like I said, were coming from our left side, maybe 75 yards. And I was wondering because it was tucked back in where the rally was in the back corner of the farm show grounds. But there's a tree line over there and a fence. So they had snipers on the roof and everything else. But yeah, someone said the shooter is dead and one audience attendee. Yeah, unfortunately, I was afraid of that someone in the crowd was killed because I didn't see how they couldn't have been hit. Seriously, there's so many people, and just shooting that direction, it just makes me sick. It does. It just ticks me off. It really does. There's some nut jobs out there, you know. Melissa just came over to join me. I you know what? I joke around. I usually don't get into this stuff. Not anymore. I'm done. I mean, I am.
Explain done.
When I say done, Melissa said explain done. I'm not dancing around anything anymore. When I make a joke about like Biden, you know, you wouldn't believe the nasty hate emails that I get. These people are nuts. They are. And this is
the things they wish upon us.
Yeah, and the things they wish upon us. They bring up our son Hunter. They're just nuts.
They're
disgusting human beings. And this is an example of one of those types of people. And I've had it. I am going to speak my mind from here on out. If you don't like it, you know, see you later. That's all I have to say. I'm done. So I hope you guys are good with that. I guess Trump got up and raised his fist, and you're right. The media has a big part in this. They do. I mean, obviously you blame the guy that shot it, but you know, the media has told everyone for so long, they've lied to you about Biden's mental capability. And do you think they're telling the truth about Trump? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, even to get into it. I'm just sick of it. Sick of it. The divisiveness, the craziness. 50,000 like-minded people can't go out to a political rally in their hometown without some freaking idiot. Just ticks me off. I mean, I should probably get off here.
Why?
I'm ticked.
Well, okay. But...
Why don't you come over here, Melissa? You can add some reasoning to this.
Okay. Hello. Hello. I did not go to the rally.
She was home with Hunter.
And so I'm still cleaning my attic and my...
And you couldn't, she didn't seem too worried, but you didn't even know what was going on, did you?
My parents were watching it live on Fox.
I
could not watch it live here. Anyways.
You couldn't text or call anyone because you got all those people in one area trying to, you know, contact people and whatever.
I was also eating, so.
She's eating.
But I did get a hold of Mike just to ask if he was okay. Well,
like I said,
I asked him in a text. Is there a shooter?
Yeah, I'm a gun owner. I always have one in the truck and usually on me. And you feel like a sitting duck at an event like that because you're with all these people. Obviously, you can't take a firearm in there, and you hear all these shots ring out. And my first thought was, let's just move. Let's move. I'm not going to be. And like I started telling everyone around me, you know what I mean? Let's just move. Let's move. Let's keep going away from where that was. And everyone just kind of started moving slow. And there's police everywhere and they're waving everyone. And then they start getting excited, like, keep moving, keep moving. And, but like I said, no chaos, no pushing, no shoving, no screaming. There's some older people that needed help. People were taking time to help them.
Getting them water, you said.
Yeah, getting people water because it was a hot one today. It was. But like I said, this has changed. It's changed me.
I'm sure
it
if I
has.
was there, I just watching it. It was.
Don't care.
Incredible.
Seriously, if you want to send me a nasty email again about
on here, let's just do this. Don't
Don't waste
bother
your
sending
time.
emails and the hateful things that
People-
you say because of our beliefs. I believe in Jesus. If a lot of you don't believe in Jesus, does that mean you're going to send me a nasty, hateful email? Don't do it. That's not right. Don't do that.
They're nuts.
It's like the truck thing, you know.
I can't.
Everybody can have different
You know,
opinions.
there's a lot of politicians I don't like. I don't really hate any of, buddy. I would never wish this. Like, there's people out there. I won't even say it.
I
That
have
are
my
happy
glasses
about
on.
this, or probably disappointed that it didn't turn out the way that they wanted. That's sick.
Well, yeah, let's try to be positive about it.
There's no, that ship has
But
sailed.
even growing up, though, I remember there being a difference in different candidates, and
World's crazy, half of them.
Things have really gone too far. But I always believe in sharing my beliefs. Like, they say you don't go into public and talk about religion, politics. And what's the third thing? Maybe money? I don't know. I believe you should talk about all those things. I believe it should be taught in the home. I've said that for years. You should be teaching religion, politics, and financial freedom in the home.
You know what? My buddy's son went. He'd never been anything like this before. I haven't been. I'm 57 years old. And he was so excited. He was, Kenny's son. Just so
did he go?
Oh, he was
Oh, I
so
don't know.
excited to be there.
I'm just
And
gonna sit right beside
he's
you.
talking to all the people around him, and everyone is being so nice. You know what I mean? And it's just it was a nice event, And keep in mind, the area we live
Can you
in,
read the comments I can.
yeah, they're flying through. We have almost 3,000 people on here right now.
Does anyone need to
But he
block?
was so excited. I don't know if there's someone that needs blocked, say what you want. I don't care.
I do. Let's not do that.
I mean, I'll take care
I
of
have to go
it.
get my glasses, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. If we have 3,000 people here, if you are not a subscriber to our channel, now would be a great time
Sorry.
to subscribe and hit that like button. So let's try to read some comments. Sad day for our country. God bless you, and our prayers from Canada.
What's Canada?
If you don't vote, you have no opinion. Glad you're safe. God bless you all. Estimated 50,000. They always back and forth on how many. The place was packed. I couldn't believe how many people were there. It was unbelievable.
I saw it on the news.
Moderators needed, someone said. So if you see something,
okay.
I don't even, what are they going to say? If anyone has a problem with what I'm saying tonight, they're the problem.
Yeah. Snooky says, what happened to free speech?
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like mostly support.
Yeah.
But what it is.
Thanks for being here.
You know who I am and what I stand for. A lot of people won't. You get to where, YouTube is a business. They're afraid to say anything. I don't care. It is what it is.
Well, remember that video I did a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Shooting?
Oh, yeah.
Target and the hate that I got over the.
Why don't you move over here, Melissa? Oh, because she didn't eat any dinner and she's down to eating a little bagel.
I thought Hunter and I were going to be on our own all night, so. Oh, Mike drove my new car.
Yeah, I drove Melissa's Yukon up there. I thought it looked like part of the motorcade. It does look like one of those things.
Yeah.
8 wounded from the shooting as of now, someone's saying. I have,
oh, really?
Like I said, I have no idea really what happened. If Trump was hit, if he was just grazed, he seemed okay getting into the car. He had some blood on his head, raising that fist up. But
yeah,
shooter's deceased. I would like to know more about that person, but we probably never will know the truth about that person. It's hard to say.
Right. They said they're. Yeah.
I just can't believe it. Like all of the public
6 minutes, right?
Yeah, but like all the appearances, like over the years and all this stuff, and it just so happens it's like 10 minutes from here, and I never went to one before, and I'm there.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It is crazy.
We have 3,000 people on.
Oh,
CNN says he fell down. Yeah.
I heard that.
They
I
would-
heard that's exactly what they said.
They would have
They
fell
rushed
down.
him off stage because he fell. Isn't that insane?
I guess the Secret Service tackled him, and
Yeah.
believe me, there's about 50,000 people that fell down when the gunshots started
Listen, I'm
going
going to
off.
tell you. So I've been watching this. The news. This is the things that the news has said, that it wasn't a shooting, that it was an electronic device that exploded.
Yeah.
And that happens often. That's what they said.
There's-
That happens often.
There's David Merkley. Hi, David. Yes, we are safe.
Oh, there's another thing.
On the way home, once we got out of there, because there was, I mean, you got 50,000. It took 6 hours probably. There's people going up there all day to get 50,000 people in there. And then everyone got out in 15 or, well, half hour probably. And on the way home, like I said, it's 15 minutes from my house. There's more police cars. I didn't know there was any police left because I already thought they were all up there. Yeah.
Okay, Jeremy Felton said, too bad they missed.
Oh, Jeremy Felton. There's one of those nut jobs I was telling you about. Too bad they missed,
Yeah.
Jeremy said.
Goodbye,
Jeremy Felton.
Goodbye.
Jeremy Felton is the nut job
Remove them.
in the house. I'll do it. Let me take pleasure in this. Goodbye, Jeremy. He gone. Can you believe that? That's what I'm talking about right there. These are the types of people that we get emails from.
So a few years ago, I was doing a gun video shooting at the target, or no, I wasn't. I was coming down, walking the dogs from behind the trail of the target and down behind the target. And I was videoing the dogs, and the back of my target was a Trump Pence sign. And the emails that I got were so mean and hateful. And here's the thing. If it was the Trump Pence sign was the target, does that mean I was shooting at it because I didn't like Trump Pence? Or I did like Trump Pence and needed a sign? You don't know. But they assumed that it was the opposite of what they wanted to believe. And I got some mean email.
Right. Somebody said too much security for a weapon to be brought in, don't you think? I don't think, like I said, it was in the back corner of the farm show grounds, and there was a tree line there, and there's a fence right there. I have no idea, but the shots sound like it was about 75 yards to my left, and it could have been someone on the other side of that fence. They had snipers on the roof, everything, and but some crackpot. Newsmax has a new video. Someone said it sounded like a small caliber weapon. It was loud with all those people.
Yeah.
To be able to even hear it over top of all those people, it was loud. No, it did not. It was not a 22 rifle at all. No.
And I think what we're listening to is what we see on the news, because that was me. I was listening to the news. So
for anyone that's just joining, I'll go over briefly the whole story. Went to my first political rally, went to the Trump rally, Butler, Pennsylvania, picked up my buddy, his wife, and his son about 3:00. We went up to Butler, Pennsylvania. It took about an hour and 15 minutes to get through security. Long lines, thousands and thousands of people. We got in there. We were sitting about 100 yards, standing about 100 yards straight in front of President Trump. And maybe 10 minutes or less into the speech, we heard a bunch of gunfire to our left, then some more gunfire. Secret Service tackles President Trump. Everybody got down. And then I immediately thought, like, I don't want to just be sitting here on the ground. And I started telling my friends and people around us.
Ted Edmond says now he'll be asking for more money for his recovery.
Where's Ted? Ted's going to go bye-bye too.
And he put it in capital letters.
Oh, of course he put it in capital letters. Do you see it, Melissa?
Yeah.
Say goodbye to Ted. Let's all say goodbye to Ted, everybody.
Ted, goodbye.
Oh, there. Okay, I got him.
Okay. I need to get my glasses.
Goodbye, Ted. Take care. Yeah, Melissa's doing a good job pulling these people out. Everyone's saying bye to Ted.
Bye, Ted.
Bye, Ted. So, yeah, so the shots went off. Everyone went down. I told my friends, and I said, let's start moving out. And the police started telling everyone to leave and waving everyone. But it was very orderly. Everyone was helping one another, helping the old people, giving them water. Because there was older people there, and I mean, it was 90 degrees and hot, and the closest anyone could park was well over a quarter mile, and we were parked probably a mile from there. But
Yeah, and
yeah.
you can the shooter. We have heard that the shooter's dead.
Yeah,
People are asking about that.
this is a big deal. It is, unfortunately. This is a really big deal.
Reports say Mike Violet was the shooter, and he was a member of Antifa. We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know anything. Yeah. So that's what my evening was like.
Someone made a good point. They said, no matter what your stance is on politics, you don't want anyone to be shot and killed.
Exactly.
It's
I don't care who anybody votes for. You don't go around and do stupid stuff like this. It's sickening. It's just sickening. But you know what? Like I said, if you would see some of the emails that we get from people, just lose their mind over anything. Nastiest,
wishing bad things upon us.
Nastiest people.
It's like my mind has never even thought of the thing.
I know. I don't even function like that. Like I can't even comprehend that someone could talk like that.
Yeah.
It's just sickening.
It is a sign of the times.
So if you're one of those people, so this guy, he was with my wife at the hospital when George Wallace was brought in after the assassination attempt. Wow. So I thought I did block a Jerry, didn't I? Did you see
Jeremy?
Someone saying Jerry.
Block Jerry? Who? Jerry.
Who's Jerry? Let me find Jerry. Jerry, rear your ugly, ugly head. Jerry will be gone.
Oh, there's a few people that said block Jerry. Farmhouse and Homestead, block Jerry.
There's Jerry saying liars. I don't know what he's talking about there. Oh, Jerry says, bye, Trump. No, Trump's fine. Jerry, you're gone.
Jerry, goodbye.
Goodbye, Jerry. So everyone tell Jerry goodbye. So enough of that. But yeah, see what I mean? There's nut jobs out there. And if you are not a subscriber to our channel, please subscribe right now. There's 3,700 people on here. What a night. You know, everyone having such a nice time. Nice people. Everyone, like I said, there was no chaos at all. You would think of something like that, it would just be, every man for himself. And it was not like that at all.
Jason S. said, don't be a Jeremy, a Jerry, and a Ted.
Right. I have no idea how close he was to me, but it sounded like maybe 75 yards. And so, like I said, Trump was in front of me about 100 yards. Off to my left is where I heard the first volley of shots coming from the left. But if anyone has any reliable news, who knows? But I heard somebody passed away. Unfortunately, I don't know.
Like a person attending.
Yeah, someone that was there, because there was like grandstands behind him, people in front of him down low, and then everyone where we were. And tell you what, as a like I was telling you earlier, you may not all have heard this, but as a gun owner and a strong supporter of the Second Amendment, it's a horrible feeling sitting there without having anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a picture.
Clumsy when my head hits a bullet.
The Babylon Bee, they're hilarious. The Babylon Bee posted a thing. This is some humor on a sad, sad night. Clumsy Trump hit his head on a bullet. That's the Babylon Bee making a joke. Yeah, so that's the...
Yeah, so how many are viewing?
There's about 3,800 people here right now. Yeah, the screaming sure sounded like secondary screams from someone in the stands. It was... And when the initial shots went off, we were, like I said, 7,500 yards away from Trump, but all those people right around him, that had to have been really chaotic because the Secret Service is tackling them, then rushing them.
The media has the media I've seen has said that everything but a shooting. He fell. There was an electronic device. 'Cause somebody had asked about that. That's why I'm saying this.
It is a very sad day for America.
As a Canadian, this guy doesn't know why you'd put party over country.
Well, I think he's talking about these people that did this.
Robert,
Why didn't I have a gun on me? Because you have to go
You
through extensive security to get into one of those rallies.
they take them.
Yeah, it's crazy up there, and now there's police.
You can tell them about your trip too. When you go to pay the taxes and put the gun in.
One time I went to Washington D.C. I went to Washington D.C. Hannah and we went to an antique arms show in Baltimore, Maryland, and we figured let's go. It was about cherry blossom time, so I said let's go down to D.C. So we go down to D.C. and I had a few boxes in the back seat and stuff. I did not have a gun with me, and I'm trying to find a place to park, and I just see parking garage. Okay, so I go to pull in, and here it's the Ronald Reagan building, I think is what it was called. I don't even know what it was. And all of a sudden there's like security all around my truck. And I'm like, this is kind of a big deal for a parking garage. And he's like, hey, we need to search your truck. I go,
Wait, what?
I'm like, then I start thinking, wait,
Oh no.
what? He goes, you have any weapons? I'm like, no. And they opened the doors. And I said, why are you searching my truck? He said, it's a federal building. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, I have a Benchmade knife in the glove box or in the console. And the guy says, let me see it. So I pull it out. I said, it's a nice knife. I'd like to keep it. And the guy was super cool. He says, just put that back in there and don't carry it with you. I'm like, okay. I thought I was going to lose a $200 knife, but yeah. I did not see the helicopter land. When we were walking to our car, life flight went over. So that was probably 15 minutes after the shots, I think. Maybe 20 minutes after the shots, the life flight helicopter went over.
Snooki said, Mike, you get hate mail for buying equipment. That's true.
Yeah, I get hate mail for everything.
And I didn't write it, neither.
Yeah. We have about 4,000 people, 1,600 people have hit the like button. I'd appreciate it if you would. I don't know if that matters, but it's easy to do. Hit that like button.
Yeah, because of right now, it would be nice to be supportive.
I'm anxious to see if we lose subscribers with this live or gain them. It doesn't matter, but I'm just curious to see.
Well, we lost 3 by blocking them, so.
Hey, on a different note, do you guys want to see a sneak peek of something?
Oh, they haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh.
Let me show you something.
When are they going to see it?
Probably not till Tuesday or something. I haven't done a video on it yet, or I just started one. Wait do you see this? There's the lovely Melissa. I'm walking around with my laptop.
I'm dirty.
My plantar fasciitis is still hurting after walking 2 miles up there. Can you see that? That brush cutter on the mini skid?
Want to move the chair that's upside
No.
down?
There's still sirens off in the distance. Yeah, that's a Vernig open front brush cutter. It's incredible. Hear the sirens?
They've been going on and on.
There's still sirens everywhere. Oh boy. Right. If you lose subs over this, they're not worth having.
That's exactly
That is
right.
exactly right.
I've said that from the beginning.
You hear those sirens? I don't know if there's something else going.
I have something to show you too, but
Does
I'm
it-
going to do a video of it.
Does it mow? I'll tell you. So that is like a brush hog on steroids. It's not a forestry mower.
But it could be.
Best way I can describe it, it's in between a forestry mower, regular forestry mulcher, and a brush hog. It'll do 3-inch stuff. And it's
Someone
amazing.
asked if this event was close to our home.
Yeah, the event is about 20 minutes from here. Nobody described what the shooter looked like. No one has any idea. That, anyone that I knew.
Bristol Maple Farm said that Biden's going to speak soon.
Oh boy.
So you might want to just hang in here.
Yeah, stay here.
The other night was painful.
Yeah, Biden is going to speak about his vice president, Trump.
Uh-huh.
Remember he said that the other night?
He did. And then he said at the end, go talk to him. It's what he says or something like that.
It didn't cost anything. It was free to get in.
You just had to sign up to say you were going.
Yeah, you just sign up to say you're going. Like I said, the part that stands out is two things. One, I don't even like crowds, do I? I don't like going places.
He hates them.
I don't like big crowds. And you are jammed in there. And I just felt good. I didn't have any weird feeling about anything. And everyone was super nice. And it was hot as dickens. And I don't like the heat, but then it was fine. There was a little bit of a breeze. And that part, I'm like, this isn't all bad. You know what I mean? This is kind of nice. And
Jason said, what about Ukraine's President Putin?
I know.
He called him Putin.
But that's the one standout, is just it was a nice event. And the second thing is, and this is most important, in my opinion, is when you tell 50,000, there's shots being fired, and 20 seconds later, they're telling 50,000 people to leave. There was no chaos at all, and people helping one another. That is something that I'll never forget. I won't.
Haters are going to hate no matter what.
That's right. Someone said the BBC interviewed a guy who saw the shooter climb up on a roof with a rifle and tried to warn police. Who knows if that's true or not? There were snipers on the buildings. I don't know how you would miss that. I mean,
and what building would they be on?
There's a bunch of buildings.
Well, I know, but I meant like
it was over on that left side. Maybe it was on that left side. I'll have to pull up on Google Earth and see what's all there.
American Glass Research is that business.
There's a business there. Man, it just ticks me off that it does. It just, ugh. This is, man, people are sick.
61 says good folks out there.
We have 3,944 people. Mike, there isn't too much hate in this video. We blocked the 3 nut jobs.
Unless I missed some. I don't have my glasses.
Yeah,
I'm over here.
You could have missed all of them without your glasses, Melissa.
I could have. You're right.
But I don't know if I finished what I was saying. My buddy's son, he's 26. He left work early and was so excited. And this is his memory of his first time he ever went to anything like this. I think I would be surprised. This could be
Dave Nash needs blocked, someone said.
This could be the end of outdoor rallies. Let's find Dave Nash. This is nice. These guys are like self-moderating the comments section.
Should we have tryouts for who wants to be a moderator?
I don't see Dave Nash yet. He'll rear his ugly head again. They can't help themselves. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Joe Hinker, Huinker said they missed. I don't know what he means by that.
Yeah, that might be okay. We have to be sure before they can't help themselves. You know what I mean?
Dave, yeah. Someone else said Dave Nash.
See if you can find Dave. Oh,
did you find it?
Here's someone. Were you this upset about January 6th? Yeah. I think you're talking about 2 different things. I was not a fan of January 6th, but you're comparing this to that. Goodbye.
Who is it?
I don't even know. He means nothing to me. Oh, it's Bogusie. This is what's wrong right here. These people. They're crazy.
And that they want to bring something like that up.
I'm sorry. I'm just not saying anything. I'm trying to read some of the comments.
Yeah, looking for this person.
Man, after I left, I stopped. I told you I don't drink. and I wanted a fountain drink. And I stopped at Sheets without. Where is Hunter, by the way?
He went to bed.
He went to bed. But I stopped at Sheets, and this is down our way. We're 20 minutes from there, and there were a lot of people there that were at the rally getting gas or whatever. And man, everyone was just kind of talking, and they all said the same thing I did about how orderly everybody was when they were told to leave. That was my fear, was that there was more than one or something, and they were just gonna.
Oh, okay. Here's David Nash.
Where's David?
Right here. I'm gonna run and get my glasses.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, David Nash. He's another one. I think that's 5. That's not bad out of 4,000 people watching, Melissa. She's going to get her glasses because she can't see. I can't either without these. Yeah, agreed 100%. I don't care how you vote. If you are okay with someone having an attempt in their life, you are a nut job. Jack Wagon. There's sirens everywhere. Who would have thought, Sitting here on the patio, and I can still hear sirens in town. What are the chances of all this? 4,000 people on. You know what I would like to see is a bump. I don't know if you can hear the siren. A bump in subscriber count. And check if you are a subscriber. Make sure you're still subscribed. I would love to see, because whenever I make a little joke about something, you'll see some people leave. But we always gain more every day. It doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to weed these people out, which is one of the reasons I did this live. So I knew who to. I don't know why there's still sirens. I don't know if there's something else going on now or not. This is an hour and a half ago or 2 hours ago that this happened. I don't even know now. I really appreciate the support, everybody. I do. This is, I wasn't expecting. I went live and so there was like nobody on. And I'm like, is it working? And I see we have 4,200 people here. Yeah. What a crazy world we live in, huh? They've tried everything now. I was worried about this. I didn't think it would happen. I didn't think it would happen here. You know what I mean? But I was worried about an attempt like this, and I never would have dreamed that it would be here in our area. You think of all the public appearances. Dale Cobb, next fountain drink on me. Thanks for the super chat. But I never would have thought, I never been to a political rally, that it would be here where we live. It's a big deal. This is crazy. This is like, I don't know. Things like this aren't supposed to happen. A lot of people just run their mouth about stuff and they wouldn't really do anything. But there's so many people, as you can see by the comments, we had 5 or 6 here that were probably totally on board with that. It's just sickening. But I am a new man.
I'm the same old
Melissa with a new husband.
New Mike
20.0. Didn't even cost me anything.
Thanks, Dale.
People are saying 8 shots fired.
Dale said next fountain drinks on me.
Yeah, you were over there. I heard you right down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks,
okay.
Dale. Yeah, I heard 6 for sure, but then there was a lot going on. I heard a video. There sounded like there was more after that. Maybe that's when they were. Yeah, but I think it may be the end of outdoor rallies. I think it may be. I have no idea what their decision process is like. But even me, even not knowing this stuff, when I was there, I looked over at that tree line. You know what I mean? And I'm like, is there And they, like I said, there's snipers on the roofs and stuff, but I thought he was crowded back in that corner. You know what I mean? All of us were like out in front, and it came from my left. This is something else. I don't know what possessed me to want to go live when I got home, but I was just wanted to vent a little bit, I guess. And like I said the other night, if you stay in your safe zone too much, and I'm out of that. I'm done with all that. I am what I am.
Well, this is our safe zone.
I went to a Trump rally. Some nut job was there, ruined the whole night, hurt some people, and I'm ticked. I'm just sick of it.
Why is mine white and yours is?
I don't know. Yeah, if they talk bad about Hunter, yeah,
they said awful things.
Awful things.
It wouldn't even be it wouldn't be right to even share what they sent because your minds don't think like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, it doesnn't even make you mad when you read stuff like that because you actually like, what is wrong with these people? You know what I mean?
It's insane. They were really.
One lady last week sent me an email, said she'll never watch one of my videos again. I'm not worth her time, but she took the time to send me an email.
Oh, yeah. Like a long email about
nasty.
It is.
Treat Hunter to sheets from Ireland.
Aww.
That was very kind of you. Thank you for that. Seriously, we try to read all the comments, but don't feel the
Trees
need
and bees.
to do.
That's a pretty cool name. Trees and bees.
Trees and bees. You must be a beekeeper.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Another sneak peek. I'm giving all my secrets away here today.
A sneak peek, but you're not showing them mine, are you?
What's yours? The what? Oh, no. We had a bear out in the clearing.
Oh, yeah.
This morning. I walked out to get the skid loader, and I saw a deer running, and then I thought I saw something else. But there's always something, turkeys or who knows what. And I went out there about 7, 7:45 or something this morning, and I get back to the house, and I got a notification on my phone from
Benjamin Judd, thank you.
From the camera, and there's a black bear out there in the clearing. So I think I might have pushed him.
Someone said we couldn't keep a Trump sign in our yard last election because someone kept vandalizing.
If you care, if anyone cares, everyone can do whatever they want. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be some nut screaming from the pulpit, but I'm not gonna not say what I want to say anymore.
Right.
And not that I did that much. I joke around a little bit, but I am what I am. You know what I mean? I am what I am. We have 4,500 people on here, which is incredible for a live stream. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. Seriously, if you're new, if you like outdoor stuff, equipment.
Carl P said Donald Trump
subscribe.
Like would be a ticket that's unstoppable.
Yeah, no. I don't know how they do it. Like, man, they're traveling around and all that stuff.
It would be.
I don't like crowds. Now I know why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outdoors with Eric said, I like that you speak your mind. Not many other creators do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people, they just want to be liked by everyone. But, and it's not even liked by everyone. They're afraid they'll lose views or whatever. You know what I mean? But my point is this. We have an outdoor channel. I'm not turning it into a political channel. If it would make somebody mad that I went to a Trump rally or something,
you need to get happy.
You need to get right with yourself. You know what I mean? Because there's something wrong with you, you know?
Yeah. And then the mean stuff. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're going to disagree with our beliefs, fine. But to send a nasty, nasty email that's paragraph after paragraph of saying hateful things about our family that's not okay.
So, Bo Shirley sent a super chat.
Aw, thank you, Bo.
From Washington. 3 youth chicken farmers. Keep it going, please. Appreciate all the support here tonight, everybody. I really do.
Great. So great.
Huh.
Ray Shaw said he doesn't like crowds either.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of big crowds. Just, I don't know. I just don't like them. I liked being there. It was fun while it lasted.
Now, who spoke before him? What happened?
That was all before we got there. We got there late. They had people, because we didn't see any of the previous speakers. I guess they were there earlier. And when we got there, we kind of got up there close. And when I say close, 100 yards, but it was packed. And
yeah, Ron Allen said this will only unite Trump supporters.
it should unite
Trump fans.
every sane person is what it should do, not just Trump supporters. It should unite normal Americans, because there are people out there that are okay with what happened. Those people are the problem.
Monica C asked when we're getting new merch.
Very soon, all kind of stuff. We're 4,700 people. So I'm going to go through this again real quick because we've had another 1,000 jump on. We live in Butler County, Pennsylvania. The Trump rally was at the Butler Farm Show grounds, maybe 20 minutes from here. And myself, my buddy, and his wife and their son went. We got there a little bit late, but we got there before Trump came on stage. We were there for probably an hour before he came on stage. About 100 yards in front of him.
Did anyone speak is what I'm asking.
Before that.
Yeah. Oh, and you missed it.
I missed that. So Trump's about 100 yards in front of us. Came out.
Vincent.
And maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't care if he says that. He's making himself look silly. About 10 minutes into the speech.
Or Vincent.
I heard a bunch of shots to the left. Everybody got down. And then I started telling everyone around me, let's move. And everyone started moving out. And then the police started telling everyone to move. So they evacuated 50,000 people probably in a matter of 20 minutes. But
Taylor Madison's unsubscribing. So
Taylor
say goodbye
Madison.
to Taylor, everybody.
No, Taylor's not going to unsubscribe. We're going to block Taylor. Where's Taylor at?
Too bad you went to politics. Unsubscribed. Right below the.
Well, I was just block that person.
Okay.
I just went for a nice evening and had a bunch of gunshots ring out. So goodbye. Just hide user from channel.
Oh, I removed the comment. Sorry.
Click on it again. Down there. Boom. So Taylor unsubscribed, everybody. We have 5,200 people on. So yeah, that was the story. But the key takeaway is everyone leaving that place at the same time, orderly fashion. Everyone was super helping one another and ticked off, though. I mean, people were ticked off. They really were. And nice to one another there, but they weren't happy. And then people that were getting in their cars, everyone's on their phones, but you couldn't get any internet. You couldn't send a text. You couldn't call anyone until I got about 5 miles from there, and you were able to. I think that many people in that area trying to use the cell towers, or who knows, they might have shut something down. You know what I mean? I don't know. But
Jay Flowers needs blocked.
Where's Jay Flowers? Just block him. Where's that one?
Trump supporters love planting victim.
Love playing victim. Okay.
I think he meant to say.
Yeah, block him.
Goodbye, Jay
This
Flowers.
is an excellent way, this live stream, to weed some of these people out of here. You know what I mean? The victim. People were shooting.
Yeah, it has not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, play the victim. Woo! This is what we're dealing with, friends. Trump voters are nice people. I can say everybody I saw there tonight was very nice. They're talking about where they're from. Guy beside me said he's from Fredericktown. And I said, Maryland? He's like, no, I guess there's a Fredericktown down by Uniontown. I didn't even know that. Yeah, everyone's asking about the metal detectors. I don't think a gun got into the venue. I think they were on top of something or just behind a fence outside of the venue. I don't know how you could have gotten anything in there. I don't know how that.
Okay, Vice Earth that put Biden go Biden, let's go Biden over. He says, I think it was faked.
Just block him. He's a knucklehead. It wasn't faked. I was there. You're nuts. How about that? Goodbye. What are we up to? 7 that we've said.
A super chat. I don't think you.
Why is my screen getting so dark? No, I don't know.
There's a brightness button.
There you go. Boy, that's much better, Melissa. My screen was like darkening and darkening. Did you take care of that one?
Yeah.
Was the shots inside or outside the event? It was an outside event, but I think the shots came from right outside the fence. I have no idea. That's just, it was to the left of me. And then there was a bunch of return fire.
Oh, Snowman joins.
Snowman. Guess who I saw up there?
Who?
Bill. The log truck driver, Bill.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was
Vice Earth is going
faked.
by.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, we have 5,300 people. That is
That's awesome.
absolutely incredible. I'm anxious to see when we're done. If you are not a subscriber, we're not going to have videos like this, hopefully, ever again in my life. But if you're into outdoor stuff and equipment and sawmills and cabins, please subscribe to the channel. We'll definitely lose some tonight, but I'm so happy that we're losing the right ones. I thought that was more sirens. That's the chickens.
Someone said Joe Rogan died in a car accident.
This guy keeps saying that. I have no idea if they're just making this up or what.
Oh, Jake the Outdoors. Let's find out.
This is, if he's lying, that's sick. I don't know. Put that timeout. David Wild, $9.99 super chat. Very happy that you speak your mind. Blocked Maroons, bravo. Knucklehead is a favorite U.S. Navy term for only the most worthless. I like that. Knuckleheads.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So was anyone here? Anyone at the rally too that's on here? There has to be somebody. Smashaholic, someone said. Block them. You guys are good. Who's lying? Smashaholic. I'll just.
Okay. Crystal Gale said Rogan is fine. And she also said, Crystal Gale made another good comment or question. I wanted to answer it.
So someone's posting all this stuff, such and such, Richard Simmons. I don't know.
Oh, Richard Simmons did die.
Okay, geez, I almost put that guy in timeout. You can't keep up with all this stuff. So yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, I liked Richard Simmons.
I was glad to.
I dressed up as him as Halloween one year.
Yeah, she did. Richard Simmons.
Going to the gym.
It's been super hot here. No, it's been very, very hot here, but the evenings get pretty nice.
Okay, Joe didn't die.
No, that guy. So
but
when
sadly, Richard Simmons did. I really liked Richard Simmons. I think he had some harassment issues going on with the internet.
I don't know. Dude had a silencer and police secret service ignored people telling them that a dude was crawling in a roof with a rifle. Then the 4 shots I heard, I don't know about. I don't think we know exactly. We're going to know all the details, if ever, to tell you the truth. But yeah, 5,400 people on here. Brief recap for another 1,000 joined since the last time. I was at the Trump rally tonight with myself and a friend, his wife, and kid, and we were out in front of Trump, about 100 yards, and shots came from the left, and there was return fire. Everybody got out of there under the direction of all the police, and everyone was helping one another and
orderly,
very orderly. No,
I mean, I wasn't there. Hunter and I were home.
Chaos at
orderly.
all. But
I'm still cleaning cabinets and
I just can't. Like I said, I can't believe all the public events that he's at that happened here, this close to home, and that I've never gone to one of these things. I'm just not that guy. And I feel bad for Tyler, my buddy's son.
Oh.
Like, he was so excited
Did
for
you
the
mean our
night.
son-in-law? I'm like, what?
No, my son-in-law, he's fine. But my buddy's son, he was so excited for this night, He was having a ball. He was doing the Trump dance, Tyler was. You know how he does that?
Oh, yeah.
He's doing that. 5 minutes later.
Wow.
There's still sirens going off. 5,600 people on. That is crazy. There's more people saying the shooter was on a building rooftop. Well, then
I have read that.
Then if that is the case, the other ones, all the snipers I saw on the rooftop should have seen that.
Okay, whoever She Can't Be Quiet, he's commented this like 3 times.
Who? Which one?
It's a YouTube, and it says She Can't Be Quiet.
Okay. Say goodbye.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for
Or maybe
super chat.
just putting time out. You don't know if you're talking about somebody else or not.
Right.
We're pretty particular about who we block. It has to be something really dumb or really nasty.
Yeah.
Mark, thanks for the super chat. Yeah, the news. Some people are saying the news is reporting. And if they were, they're on that business.
John Boyd?
They were on
It's
that.
early Sunday morning here in Australia.
They were on that business. Had to be on that roof of that business. I don't know how they could have done that. I mean, that would be an obvious spot.
But he was looking that way, not at Route 68, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they check all that stuff. If you have a direct shot from a rooftop, surely the Secret Service would have been not let that happen.
Yeah. Anyone new, welcome. Thanks for joining. Hit the subscribe button and join our channel. And then also hit the thumbs up for a like tonight. It just will be a good way to support, and we can unite.
I don't know who took them out, but I'm glad that they did. And can you imagine that? How it would be so easy to get complacent. Thank you very much, Charles Robert. It would be nice. Thank you. It would be so easy to get complacent, like those snipers on the roof. It's 90 degrees. You're laying on a roof, all dressed in black. And they do this time after time after time, and nothing ever happens.
When you can't be like,
man, your adrenaline would go from 0 to 100. We're not going to say that. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah. We're getting text messages of
people that. So did this person mean to do 2 of them?
I don't know. Wow.
Charles Robert.
Charles, I don't know. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And if you did it, is it the same person, I think?
Yeah.
Thank you. Unless that was a mistake.
Someone's saying a Secret Service agent took him out, which is kind of, I don't know. I don't know who's who there. There's guys in black on roofs. So did they have Secret Service agents in the crowd maybe too? But I'm telling you, I don't think this guy was in the crowd. He never would have got 4 shots off. People were so tight, close, someone would have knocked him down. You know what I mean? Because they would have had to.
Oh, I agree.
It wouldn't have happened.
I agree. But I wasn't there. I'm just,
Slugger Trucker needs blocked. Let's see, Slugger. Why are there still sirens everywhere? I don't understand. You hear them all, Melissa?
Yeah, they've been going off since
Oh, wait.
happened.
They like guns but get mad when it's pointed at him. Oh. That's a dumb comment.
Thanks for all the love for hunters. People said, like, we had commented about the hate we get, like personal emails. And this may or may not surprise you. It is the woman, mostly a woman, writing the email saying, I watch your channel with my husband, but blah, blah, blah.
You know what? Now that you say that.
A lot of the women, even when I had the Trump Pence sign at the Target.
I'm just going to scooch over here
just
a little bit.
It was the woman that sent me some.
These women scare me.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to move over next to you.
Can you see what the? There goes a helicopter, but there's sirens non-stop, and I don't. What is that, Melissa? Can you tell? When we left, it was probably 15 minutes. News showed a guy laying on a roof, not moving. I can't believe someone was able to get on a rooftop nearby. Can't believe it. It's unreal. This is a day that will be remembered for a very, very long time.
Oh, pool hall. Thanks so much. So that's pool, shooting pool.
Yeah.
Get excited.
I used to be a decent pool player back in the day.
Yeah.
I did.
He did.
That and table
I bet
tennis.
yeah, and you're still really good. I'm really not good at anything.
No, my eyes aren't what they used to be.
Okay, Danny Sanchez says, why is it not possible he staged it?
Oh, just, yeah.
That's not funny.
Mike, Trump reached up and over his right shoulder with his right hand. Did you say the shooter was 75 yards to your left? Yeah, Trump was in front of me. I heard shots from over here.
And it was to his right, Trump's
Yeah,
right.
it would have been to Trump's right. And I heard 4 initial shots from the same gun. And there was more, a lot of noise, people yelling. And I heard a news clip. There was more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone said AR style rifle. To me, it sounded like an AR. They keep saying, a lot of people are saying it was like a 22, right? It was not. There were so many people, you never would have heard a 22 go off. I'm keyed up tonight now.
He is.
I don't know.
Let's tell the super chats. There's a couple.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. And like I said,
And then Seabag.
I already gave you a lot of you the behind the scenes on a couple things. I have to edit a video tonight. I was going to try to put a video together just talking about this, but I thought, why don't I just do it live and just we'll talk about it.
Harley just sent a super chat.
Who did?
It says Harley. Yeah.
Can't believe someone said bad stuff about Hunter. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Harley, thanks for the super chat.
Thank you, Harley.
And before that one, there was one.
Secret Service counter sniper team took out the shooter.
Michael,
Fox reports. I was trying to see, someone beside me thought the guys that I saw. So Trump's here on a rooftop behind him. There were 2 snipers all in black. They had tripods on a white roof of a building. And someone said they saw them shooting to my left. I didn't see it, but maybe those are the ones. I don't know.
Cat needs to go, someone said.
I can't believe, though, if this guy was on a rooftop, that how could they let that happen? Yeah. Shooter was about 150 yards from Trump on a rooftop with a direct line of sight to the stage. I thought it was closer just from what I heard, but that may be right. I'd have to look on Google Maps and see where that. I can't believe, though, they would let somebody could get on a rooftop like that. You know what I mean? They check everything. They're there days before. Adam is gone. Too bad he missed. This is what I'm talking about.
That's not even funny.
This is what I'm talking about, friends. These are the types of people out there. Can you believe someone says something like that? Like, I don't like Joe Biden. I would never
say something
something or wish something like that on anyone. These are what we're dealing with. This is the nut job. Adam, let's all say goodbye to Adam, friends.
Goodbye, Adam.
Goodbye, Adam. Back in your cave, your hole in the ground.
I'm looking for this cat. Someone said cat needs to go. K-A-T.
This is what I mean. This is when you know you're on the right side. You know what I mean? When you see people that comment things like that.
Yeah, if someone, it makes no sense. I can't go back any further, I guess.
Yeah, we have almost 6,000 people in here. Yeah, everyone's saying goodbye to Adam. Can you imagine going through life being like Adam?
Let's see the cat.
Did I hear the shot or see? I just heard shots. I don't. And you know how you always hear people say, oh, I thought it was fireworks or firecrackers. I knew exactly it was gunfire the second I heard it. There was no doubt. There's no confusion here. Like I said,
Yeah.
not a good feeling when you're a gun owner and you know how to use one and you're sitting there.
As a sitting duck.
You're a sitting duck.
Yeah.
Meatball popsicle. Oh, never forget 1621. Yeah, see ya. We don't forget 1621.
We don't
The
either, but
media
we're not
won't.
talking about that.
The
You have
media
no
won't
idea.
allow that to happen. These people are crazy.
Wow.
But you know what? 5,600 people on here. What did we have to block? 10?
10 so
10
far.
people so far. There's a lot of good Americans out there, the way I see it. Normal, sane people. I used to say normal and sane, and people thought I was saying normal insane, but I'd say normal and sane. A-N-D.
Okay. Bye. Someone said bye. Someone needs blocked.
And what's nice is I can go back. That meatball, I said I got rid of
Okay.
meatball. What's nice, I can go back through these chats later and find anyone that I missed and block. Yeah, NBC, CBS, ABC were all calling it popping sounds.
They were.
It was a popping sound.
And they said it was an electronic, more than likely, an electronic device exploded. Yeah, that's called a gun.
How many people were injured? If anyone can get, I heard a couple people. I heard one person was killed. I have no idea, though. That's just what I heard. The weird thing was trying to get to our vehicle and everyone trying to get, no one could get signals on their phones. So everyone had their car radios on and then they're asking everyone else, is Trump okay? Is Trump okay? And they're like, he has blood on his ear, but he seemed okay. And that was the part. You always think, you know, you have all the information you need. I was there.
Okay, so Bye Dawn says, hope next time is a success.
Okay, where's that one at?
It's right here.
Can you?
Byedon, Bye Dawn. So he knew that.
Yeah, so take care of that one. Boom. These are the types of people out there. These are the types of people that are responsible for this kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's scary. They're out there.
Yeah.
Nut jobs. That's crazy to say that. You know what I mean? I've never wished that on anybody. Huh. Yeah, there's man, I tell you what, 5,600 people on. We have been on here for an hour and 7 minutes. And oh, why am I earning money off of this tragedy? I am not earning money off this tragedy. Some people gave us maybe $100 worth of super chats. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to donate that money to the Trump campaign. And I've never made a political donation. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, I have.
So I am not profiting. I'm going to donate any super chat to the Trump campaign. And I'll say
SC Redneck RC.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Oh, he has an autistic grandson.
Thanks for the super chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I will tally them up and I will send in a donation.
And then Aaron from Ohio, President Trump released a statement, has confirmed he was shot. It wasn't a shrapnel or something shrapnel or something else.
Danny Wilson, $50.
Thank you.
$19.99. $1.99. The Trump campaign. Thank you.
Julian Jackson, thank you.
Yeah.
This is all.
I don't need the super chats. I need subscribers, likes, super chats.
Jason Lee.
We'll go to. That's what I'm going to do. I like that idea. Oh, look at this guy. It's hid, so they don't even. Boom. Gone. So anyway, what do you think, Melissa?
So then this Karma says super chat. Thank you, Karma.
Yeah.
Super chat.
But anyway, that's story in a nutshell. Go over it again real quick for anyone that just joined. I went to the Trump rally tonight. First time I ever went to anything like that in my life. And we got there kind of late, but we got there about an hour and a half before Trump came on. He was in front of us, shots to our left, more shots, and everybody was told to leave, and they did so in a very orderly fashion, helping others. Good people were there. And yeah, you guys probably know more about, but you're going to have to pick through the news. If we ever hear the whole story, I have no idea, but we'll see. What do you think, Melissa? You want to wrap this up?
Okay.
I'm a little keyed up tonight.
Charles Peck, thank you so much.
There's another one too. So yeah, we got 5,400 people on.
This person says, F all you Trump haters. So that comment didn't come through.
Yeah, there's a lot that don't come through. They think it does, and you can just block them. There's people dropping nasty things on here.
That's for Trump haters, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, let's wrap this up, Melissa. What do you think? We appreciate y'all being here. We really do. And like I said, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Hit that like button.
RG 1599. Thanks for the super chat.
Appreciate it. We're okay. I'm going to try to figure out exactly what went down. I did check with all my people that I knew that were there.
Yeah.
But
Hunter and I are safe. We were here having a.
Yeah, would you
Fun
consider
evening.
donating the money to the innocent victim's family if I find out who it is? Yeah. But anyway.
Innocent victim. Oh, the victim that was shot.
Yeah. So that's it, everybody. That's the story.
E. Burns.
Wow,
I'm
you burn.
sorry.
Or no, you burn.
Burness. Is it Burness? Burness. Rick Anderson, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody. That's it.
Mark.
Next video,
Thanks, Mark.
if I get it edited tonight, which I will be tomorrow morning at thanks for the
James.
super chat. We got to get out of here.
Thanks so
Too many
much.
super chats coming in. We're going to bail.
Okay.
We're donating that money and YouTube takes a cut. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
And like, yeah, that's enough
Send
super
the
chat.
check to
Yeah.
P.O. Box.
We're done.
20 Monkey.
But thank you all very much.
Thanks so much for joining.
Subscribe, like, and share our channel with your friends.
Yeah.
And out of
Rodney.
we had almost
Red Eyes.
we had over 5,000 people on here, and we only had to block about a dozen. That's incredible.
Red Eye Trucker. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Thanks.